Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am starting a new series and it's all about folklore stories and tales and everything in between, just everything to do with folklore. I find it so fascinating. I've always had a fascination throughout my life with folklore stories, paranormal stories, unexplained phenomena, just like everything under that whole spectrum. And so I've collected many books about these sort of topics and stories and everything, and I've watched so many like movies and TV programs that have involved like folklore and paranormal and unexplained phenomena in them. My favourite program of all time being The X-Files. So yeah. I'm starting a new series because I just have a love for all those types of things and a fascination with them. So hopefully this is a series that we can just enjoy together and learn about some new stories and folklore tales and everything. But yeah, the first episode today is going to be a short and sweet one all about the Will-o'-the-Wisp. So the origin for the Will-o'-the-Wisp is within European folklore and mythology. So to start, the term the Will-o'-the-Wisp is referring to, a wisp was a bundle of sticks or paper that was used as a torch. So the Will-o'-the-Wisp basically means the will of the torch. So the Will-o'-the-Wisp is the most popular name for this folklore, but there are so many different names and tales that come from different cultures and popular fictional stories. So the most popular story that involves the Will-o'-the-Wisp is probably the Disney film Brave, where the main character Merida follows the Will-o'-the-Wisp and it leads her to a cottage, and there she meets a witch where she bargains for a spell to change her fate. And it's such a good film, so if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, but I'm sure most people have. It is also referred to in Bram Stoker's Dracula, where the Count himself says it's where they mark where treasure is buried. Also referred to by J.R.R. Tolkien in Lord of the Rings, where Gollum tells them not to follow the Will-o'-the-Wisp. He tells them that if they do, they will keep the dead company and have little candles of their own, indicating that these ghostly fires are not friendly. They are also called hinky punks in Harry Potter and elsewhere as hobby lanterns, friars lanterns, jack-o'-lanterns, spook lights, ghost lights, or just as orbs. So the Will-o'-the-Wisp, what are they? In the folklore of Great Britain, they are described as a type of fairy or ghost, but there are different regional varieties that exist in other cultures. So they were believed to be evil spirits or impure souls, and they haunted marshes and would lead solo travellers down dangerous areas where they would become lost or even drown. So they appear as these sort of balls of light, which is why they can be called orbs or ghost lights. Were often tricksters feared by travellers that would lead them astray, especially travellers that were travelling alone at night. There are some that believe that these orbs of light are wandering spirits of the dead, hence the name ghost light, and are also thought to be related to UFOs as well by many people. And there are also people that believe that they are the pranks of fairies, some even believing that they are omens of death. So that's a little overview of the whole spooky side of the Will-o'-the-Wisp. But in more modern times, in more scientific terms, the Will-o'-the-Wisp is explained by science as a product of swamp gas and active imaginations. But there are still some people out there that don't believe these scientific explanations are sufficient and still believe that they are malevolent, dangerous spirits. So what do you think? Do you believe they are just swamp gas, or do you think they are trickster fairies, ghost lights, orbs, malevolent spirits? What do you think? Are they leading travellers astray? So yeah, this was a super short and sweet, little tiny introduction into the world of folklore. I'm so excited to delve into so many more stories, so much more mythology and legends and folklore and paranormal stories. Some are lighter than others, some are more spooky than others, but I find everything under that whole umbrella super fascinating. This is just the first folklore story to get us started. So yeah, if you like this type of video, please give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!